everyone, it's Miss Melissa from Chillin' with My Yogis. Today's class might be the most fun class you've ever done with yoga. I'm going to incorporate balance in life with balance in yoga, and my goal is, if you do this whole class with me, when the class is over, you will feel better when you're done than when you begin. Every class that I teach starts with an intention. An intention is a lot like a wish. So I hope you and your friends and your kids are all going to do this together, and you're going to have the best time ever. So we'll start with your hands behind you, my palms are down. And you'll put your feet on the floor just like Miss Melissa. I'm going to show you how we do it in yoga class. Crisscross, feet are lost. Come on, one more time because it's fun. Crisscross, feet are lost. And now we're ready with the bottom of our body for our intention. Our fingers will touch the floor, our palms will splay away, our eyes will close, and we'll imagine ourselves as the shining sun. We'll inhale in our nose and lift our arms all the way up over our head without making the sound of a clap. And we'll exhale, bringing our hands down in front of our heart. Now you know an intention is so much like a wish. So take your chin and bring it over towards your chest. Take a big breath in your nose and make your intention only for yourself. It's a big secret. Inhale. And send that wish or intention out into the world. And place your hands back on your knees. Thank you for giving us all that moment of peace as we all made a special intention. Now, every time you come to a Chillin' with My Yogis class, first we start with an intention and then we do 2 breaths. Remembering, today is about balance. So I want you to feel your body. I want you to feel your sit bones digging into your yoga mat. They kind of feel like elbows. If you're not sure if you have sit bones, lean to the side with Miss Melissa and you feel one bone digging into your yoga mat. And then come with me, lean to the other side and feel your other sit bone. Almost feels like an elbow, and back to center. If you're unsure, take your hand, just feel for that sit bone and know it's there. Ground yourself into the yoga mat with your sit bones and sit up as tall as you can. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, and we're going to do our first breath. In yoga, there's a sound, Om. So if you could imagine the letters O and M. When we do this together, I'm going to ask if you can feel this. So breathe in your nose really big. You can be as loud as you want. Om. And when you see my hand, stop Om. Now notice, do you feel different or did you feel anything? The next Om breath we're going to do, I'm going to do the same thing with our lips together. And I'm going to ask you if you felt anything different from your regular balance when we do this Om breath. So when I lift my hand up like that, you'll inhale. As I let my hand down, you'll exhale. Lips together. Ready? Inhale. And that feels different than your regular balanced mouth without the sound. So today we're going to talk about balance. And when I talk to kids in yoga, I always talk about balance. And I ask the littles to raise their hands. So I'm going to share a couple little ideas of what my kids think balance is about, so you can learn too. Some kids tell me that standing on one foot is balance. I agree. Some kids tell me that standing on a balance beam with one foot in the other, front of the other, is balance. I agree with that too. On our hands and knees or in down dog, that's balance too. But my question for you is, all balance about the body? Miss Melissa says no. So ask this question to yourself. If I only ate potato chips and I only drank soda, I ask the kids, would that be a balanced diet? No, Miss Melissa, that's not healthy. So think about how balance is a nutritional breakfast. Maybe you have cereal and a bowl of fruit and a drink of juice or milk. Maybe for lunch you have a sandwich and a bag of carrots or an apple. Maybe the chips at lunch. And dinner, a steak or a piece of chicken or a piece of fish, along with some broccoli and a baked potato. Now to Miss Melissa, that would be a balanced diet. I asked the kids next, if I were to sleep tomorrow all day, never wake up, just sleep for 24 hours, would that be balanced? And you know what those kids told me? No, Miss Melissa, you have to get up and go to camp and come home and chill and have dinner with your family and then go to sleep. That's a balanced life, not sleeping all day. So, when you think about balance, it's everywhere in your life. In my life, I get to be a wife, I get to be a mom, I get to be a yoga teacher, and I get to be a realtor. And all those things balance out around each other. So I'm going to ask you all with your lips together in just 1 second to stand up with me. And we're going to get ready to start the physical yoga balance fun stuff. I will warn you, Miss Melissa does get a little bit silly. So get ready to stand up with me. And here we are. When I look down at my feet, I want to see if my feet are balanced. Now, if I'm standing like this, am I balanced with my feet not together? No. But if I put my feet right under my hips and I turn sideways and I think about my posture, I think about that my ankle is over my knee. My knee is under my hip. My hip is under my shoulder and my ear is lined up. That would be balance. Notice the knees. This is locked knees. This is unlocked knees. So I stand towards you. I hope you're doing the same as me, and we're going to talk about our feet. So if you can, I'm going to ask that you close your eyes for just a minute, let your fingers hang towards the floor, and notice in your own body, you can sway if you want. Is there more weight in your left foot or in your right foot? Is there more weight in your heels or in your toes? Maybe you stand on the pinky side toe of your foot. But we're going to find out. So get ready, because Miss Melissa gets tricky sometimes. So right now I'm standing and I feel balanced. Everybody on your toes. Exhale, everybody on your feet. Here it goes. It's going to get funky now. Everybody on your heels. Please act like a weirdo, like Miss Melissa, and walk on your heels. Is that balanced? No! So we bring our feet down. Now we bend our knees again and we take our feet to the side. Again, we can walk like a weirdo. We can walk like a weirdo. Because we're having fun with our friends. Feet down, back to balance. Here comes some tricks. We're going to make it a little faster. Ready? Inhale on your toes. Exhale, flat feet. Inhale on your heels. Exhale, flat feet. Inhale on the sides. Exhale, flat feet. You are doing so good. So now we know how to find balance in our feet. I'm sure of it. Now we're going to balance on one foot. So try to come with me. I plant my foot down and I bend this knee. I lift the other knee up. And now I'm balanced on one leg. See if you can do it, whether it's windy or not. See if you can bring your legs straight out. Or maybe you can turn into an airplane with your arms out and your leg back. Maybe you can bring it back and still not tip over. Maybe you can take your knee out. Maybe you can bring it back. And of course, give your knee a hug and place it down. For more fun, I'm going to the other side. This foot's going to stay down. This one's going to come up. And it's going to come out. Arms are out. Are you doing this? You're doing so good. Leg back and back to forward. Knee out and hug it in. There we go. I'm going to teach a tree pose. If you were to think of yourself as a tree, you ground your roots into the earth. You'd notice your toes, so you'd lift them up and you'd place them down. You'd bend your straight leg. You'd take your heel over your ankle. You'd bring your branches up and you'd be in tree. Maybe you can bring your foot a little higher. Now the tricks here are My right knee is facing you. My left knee is facing out to the left. And I'm standing in tree. We can go a little higher. Maybe you can bring your leg all the way up. The sneaky trick here is I'm pushing my foot into my leg and my leg into my foot, and I am still a tree. Here comes more fun. I'm going to kick my leg out and put it down. Ready for the song? Shake your tiny hiney. Shake your tiny hiney. Shake your tiny hiney. Jump up and turn around. Shake that tiny hiney. Shake that tiny hiney. Shake it and turn around. Okay, other side. I do have a dog. Her name is Sunny. She likes to swim and she's half wet. Hopefully that's making you laugh. So my left leg is down. My right heel comes to the side. I breathe in tree. I exhale in tree. I bring my foot up. So one knee is bent to the right. One is facing you. I breathe again. And one more time, I bring this leg all the way up. I have a wet dog under my tree who's just shaking off, making everything wet. But I'm still with you. Big breath in. Big breath out. Notice your body. Breathe in. We're about to sit down. Will you be coming with me? Great job on doing your tree. So together, we'll cross our legs and we'll sit down. Now when we're sitting down, I'm going to talk about balance again. So what would I want to balance on, my tiny hiney? I'm going to ask you for just 20 seconds, just on your hiney. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count with me. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Feel it in your belly. 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness, so many ways to balance. My next idea, I'm going to come on my hands and my knees. So I'm going to ask you to also come on your hands and knees like a table. Now what you need to notice here is my wrist is under my shoulder. And if I look back, dog went under the table. If I look back, my knees are directly underneath of my hips. So what I want you to think about is your back flat? Could I put a cup of water on your back? You want to keep it flat. I'm going to leave my left hand on the floor. I'm going to bring my right up, just arm right up, just like you. Thumbs up because we're having fun. Now you notice in your body which arm is working harder, the up arm or the down arm. And we'll switch. Ready? Left side. Hands up, thumbs up, smiles on. Which arm's working harder, the one you're holding up or the one that's down? Notice my back is still flat. I'm not up here out of balance. I'm right here. Oh yeah, still tricky. Ready? The leg is next. So I take one leg straight back. The sole of my foot is facing leaves. And my leg not way up here. It's straight back. And I can stay balanced and bring it out to the side or not. And I can put it down. Other leg straight back. And the foot is flat. And now I'm going to get a little trickier. Watch me. Make sure you're watching. Opposite leg, opposite hand, and I reach out. And if you're really skilled, bring your elbow to your knee and take it out again. Bring your elbow to your knee and take it out again. Hand down, leg down. I know you're having fun now. Hand up, leg back, other side. Balances both sides. 1 and 2. Oh boy, I'm ready for a nap. I think I'm gonna lay down. So as I lay down, I'll put my head on the floor. Hope you can still see me in the video. My head's down. I'm just gonna go to sleep and dream of being Wonder Woman. Oh no, wait. I might really be able to be Wonder Woman. I'm gonna take an arm out and another arm out. And this time I'll be balancing right on my belly. So inhale, lift it. And feel like you could fly like Superman or Wonder Woman. Hi, Sunny. I'm flying with my dog. Oh, so many different ways to balance. Okay, here it comes. Here I am in down dog. If you're a little kid and you want to bark, give me a woof woof in the down dog. So right now I'm balancing on my hands and my legs. My feet are separated. I can pick up one leg and put it down. I can pick up another leg and I can put it down. I'll come quietly to my knees. My toenails land on the floor and I fall into a child's pose with my arms next to my body and just take a few big breaths. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, calming. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, calming. One last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to bring my hands back in front. And I'm going to sit again. And I know you are having a really good time. But playtime is over and rest time is on. Because remember, when we balance in life, there's a certain amount of time that we're going to play, and then a certain amount of time that we're going to learn and listen, and a certain amount of time to sleep. So here comes something special. Because I call myself a magical yogi, of course I have a magical friend who is a unicorn. Inside of my magical unicorn, I have what I call a third eye. It's a little piece of glass. It's flat on one side and round on the other. If you don't have a third eye, you can definitely use a nickel. It will still work. Now this third eye, you won't believe what it does. It stops little people from wiggling and from giggling. And they put it on their forehead when they're laying down and they can see into the story. So everybody at home, get something you can use as a third eye. I'm going to show you what it'll look like, and then I'm going to share a beautiful story. So lay on your mat, put the third eye on your head, let your arms fall to the side or put your hands on your belly. If you need to wiggle or jiggle, let your wiggles and your jiggles, just let them out. Notice your heart beating and how you feel right now, breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to remove my third eye because I'm going to read you the story, but you make sure yours is on now. Make sure also, as I read this story, that you listen, you remember to look through your own third eye so you can see where we go. My story is called A Special Place for Relaxation. Try this meditation when you're lying down. During the story, I will ask you questions. You don't have to yell them out. They're yours to keep. Imagine taking a trip to the beach, the mountains, or a grassy park. In your mind, decide what place you want to go. Any place that makes you happy would be the right place. My happy place is this backyard right here, and I love that you're here with me right now. Once you've picked your happy place, you're ready to continue. Answer these questions only in your mind. Keep your eyes closed. What do you see? Breathe in and breathe out. What do you smell? Breathe in and breathe out. What do you hear? Breathe in and out. How is the weather where you are? Is it hot and you're sweaty, or is it cold and you're chilly? Breathe in and out. In your mind, do you see yourself running around and playing or resting under a tree? Breathe in and out. This is your special place and no one can disturb you here. Notice how you feel in your own special place. Do you feel light or do you feel heavy? Let's stay here and breathe and relax in our special place. If your eyes aren't closed yet, I'd suggest that now. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, in and out. Before you leave, you find a present. It's a gift from your inner wisdom. I wonder what it is. Can you see the red box? It has a big bow on the top of the box. What color is the ribbon that's on top of your box? It'll always be there in your special place, waiting for you to return. Now, everyone who's wearing a third eye, please remove it from your forehead. Keep it in your hand and hold it in front of your heart. Take a big breath in your nose and say, I love you, third eye. That's yours to keep, to see the world of the imagination. If you're still lying down, slowly with your eyes closed, please sit up. Any seat that feels good to you is the right one. Class is almost over. Take your fingers out to the side. Let the palms splay up and be the sun one more time. Inhale, arms lift up. Hands come together without the sound of a clap. And you lower the hands down in front of your heart and you let your chin come in. There's a word in yoga that we say, and that word is namaste. Namaste means, may the light in me honor the light in you. So together we say, namaste. Now remember, you did a great job. What's important to me that you take away today is, number one, there's balance in everything we do. Remember, Miss Melissa is a wife and a mom, a yoga teacher, and a realtor. So if you need change in your life, what might it be? A new diet, a new house, more or less exercise, maybe just a new pair of shoes, whatever it is. I want to thank you from my heart for taking the time to watch our special video about balance. I hope you had as good of a time as I did. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Let me know what you thought. I'm going to give you my cell phone, 201-602-0547. Text and let me know if you had fun with your friends when you did my balance video, or call me and let me know you're ready to move. I'd love to help you with your house, or send me an email. Of course, you know the email. It's one like the number, the word magical, because I think I am magical, yogi@gmail.com. So bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.